From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive with Lynch. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, a run with Patterson. They juked him. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bledsoe. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Bledsoe. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Vick. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Vic on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Vic. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Aviators will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after try forthcoming. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Look at those stick skills. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns in touchdown.
Marshawn Lynch, a 24-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Sanders. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. And touchdown! Herman Moore, 97 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They turn to Taylor on fourth. And some space here. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. On the handoff, Taylor. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Hines. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that's off the right upright. Thought sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
picked up my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we know to ride nobody way, we the ones